Hey there, it's Monday. It's time for Down Outlands. I am your DM, your King Ginger. Everyone can go around the table. Yeah, we're all back together again because we're going to do a lot of cutscene jumping tonight. If everyone could introduce themselves and let their co-players know, man, what happened? What happened? I mean, what happened? What was the last thing that happened to you and you on your journey?
All right, well, I'm Nate, your D&D ringer, playing Otterkin Rogue Twig Swift Strike. Last time, there was a box, and I did the whole bigger on the inside bit. It was great. Don't know where Akko is. Charity's gone. Just me and Amulet and Vic, and we're trying to help Bronson out and then get back to our friends.
I am Shannon. I'm playing Charity Wilmard, who's a human artificer. Charity, I do know where Akko is. Kind of, sort of. No, I know where he is. It's cool. Gotta get back there. My legs don't work anymore, so that's fun development. And there's a really angry tiger boy with backwards hands over my bed, and I can't run. I am very concerned for my life.
It's fair.
I'm Cassandra. I'm playing Amulet Sticky Fingers, who is a Cantor barbarian. And you know, she's hanging out with Twig, and she's trying not to have a kid life crisis.
Wow.
I like Kid Life Crisis a lot.
It sounds
That's
like
really good.
my high school emo band.
Mm.
It works.
I'm Warrior. I play Akko, Echo Knight, Knoll, Fighter, Hound of the King, Axe of the Crush, shitty little kid. Last time.
See, now you just need a shirt that lists all of those things.
Just front and back.
It's like the Usador shirt that Cassandra has, where it's just everything he refers to himself as.
Last time on Down in Outlands, Akko made some choices and became a hero of the people, which is unlikely for a Knoll in a human kingdom. He's reclaiming the Knoll name one day at a time. One day at a time. It didn't cost him a dime. One executive of hell at a time.
So I'm going to assume that some of you have watched episodes you weren't on, and some of you haven't. I'm looking at you, Cassandra.
I was like, you're going to have to name us because you're not looking at any of us. You're looking to the side.
I know who you were talking to. I'm just behind. That's all it is.
I am too. It's okay. Don't feel bad.
So we will do a lot of jumping tonight. Some of you might be a little bit surprised what's going on. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with you, Akko. In that forgotten world, and the I don't think they ever had a name for it, so we're just gonna call it the Forgotten World. It's been a few days. And no one has really seen Eric. He's been tended to, but he isn't really showing up to the populace. So there's a tangible sense of fear and urgency within the populace. And you are asked to go see Presto. Upon arriving in his part of the mountain inside of the carved out mountain, he appears to be working on something, and he asks you to sit down.
Sit down, easy.
I think
a chair.
There is a chair. There are chairs. He says, I think now might be a good time to have a real conversation.
Akko know about birds and bees. If
no. can you take us home?
Akko thinks about it for a minute. Kind of like, think so. Not quite sure how. Only travel when die so far.
Yeah. I kind of caught that.
Hmm.
That seems suboptimal. Is there a way? There's no other way. That seems to be the only thing that has ever worked, is for you to actually perish.
Kind of. Last time, don't think quite died, but was in danger.
So the last time you could control it. You were able to.
That could make it happen.
How do you make it happen? Can you show me or explain what you do that elicits this response?
Ko seems frustrated. But he sort of like pulls his fancy new armor down a little bit and shows the mark that he has on his chest. And he says, when mark glow, Akko travel. This is source of power.
Presto leans in really hard. He looks at it. He says, what about this right here? He touches your flesh. You look down, and part of your mark is gone. It looks like there was something here at one point, but there's nothing here right now.
Was whole last time.
It's not much missing, you realize, Akko, but it's definitely, some of it's gone.
Don't know, used to be whole.
Dying is a cost, but I mean, is there any other material cost? Magic costs. So are you? I mean, it's not. It doesn't sound like a spell. What are you expending to do this?
Don't know.
Do you mind if I take some of like your hair and stuff so I can kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. This is uncharted territory for me, but I think I might know someone who might, I don't know if they'll be very helpful. Considering they're in prison, I mean, I don't think they have a lot of options.
It's fine. Take care, Akko. Have lots.
My second thing, Akko, is a little less pleasant. I need you to step into Eric's shoes for now.
Wear shoes, easy.
He didn't get, how to explain this? He didn't just get physically hurt. He's kind of hurt in other ways. And I don't know if he's in a good place to be looking after an entire kingdom of people who count on him.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Super sad.
About the time you hear a banging on the door. It's thrust open and there's a couple Griffin guards there. And they just like chattering a million miles an hour, and Presto casts fairy fire, and they kind of are blinded for a moment, pulls his hat off and throws it out at them. And he's like, what? It got out. It's out. It's out.
What now?
Perfect. Charity, You're sitting there
Hell.
as Ragesh walks away, kind of chuckling, and he stops and looks over his shoulder and says, "You know, I wonder if you change your mind about things, Charity. If I bargained with you, maybe after all the screaming starts, you'll have a change of heart."
What do you mean screaming? Who's screaming? I'm not screaming. What are you going to do? You're not going to make anybody scream.
Oh, I am not going to make you scream. That's not what I wanted. But what did I promise you when you so callously hurt me by rejecting my offer after I've been so good to you?
Dude, you knew me for like 20 minutes.
I knew of you for much longer than that. I also gave you power, which you asked for.
Technically, you kind of took a year off the end of my life. So, like, I kind of give myself power, make my own battery.
I met your own request. You asked. I made that happen.
Yeah, but I feel like, see, here's the thing. Do you know what gaslighting is? Because I kind of feel like this is gaslighting. Because like you're trying to make yourself sound like you're such a good guy, and you know what? Like
no,
because like you're not
guy.
really a good guy because you're
I'm
like
not at all.
But like you're
That's
totally
the
gaslighting
point.
me.
Neither are you.
I know
That's
I'm
the
not
key.
great. I'm amazing.
That's the key. I would like to see you meet your potential. But maybe we'll call it some other type of lighting when I bring your friends in one by one and slowly dismantle them.
You gotta find them first.
That won't be hard.
Oh, okay, sure.
You forget, I have all of Anon's resources, and I have allies. You've seen what they can do. I told you, if you turned me down, I would burn this place to the ground. But I kind of like it here. So I think rather than burning it to the ground, I'm just going to slowly but surely make it mine. And everything of yours that's here, I'm going to pluck like a weed. And I'm going to burn that weed. I'm going to do it right in front of you until you decide you've seen enough.
You can try.
Oh, I don't try. I've had a number of years working with Anon before I left them to their grisly fate. I'm going to do. So I'll let you rest on that because tomorrow we start.
Can I make a perception check to see if he really believes this garbage that he's spouting
you
at me?
You definitely can. Insight. You want to make insight check?
Yeah. That's going to be a helps if I look at my spreadsheet. That's a 16.
Oh yeah. He's dead serious.
He buys this malarkey that he's selling his mother Gothel gaslighting self, whatever.
Well, and as you kind of turn that over and you work past that part of it in your brain, you start to realize that this is somebody who, with resources, could very well do this. And that because they are a fiend, would love to do this right in front of you. So it's kind of this like, you feel like, and because you've seen the wider multiverse now, it's kind of like, if this would have been 2 years ago, you'd have been like, fuck this guy. But now this guy also helped lead a march right through the open house in the middle of Sigil without the Lady of Pain interfering, and decimated this found family, killing very powerful people in the process. that it's kind of like, oh shit, this is a problem. As you mull that over and can kind of feel the anxiety build inside you, especially with the additional realization that physically, currently, you are immobile to do anything about it. You hear a voice in the room. So I suppose it's time for us to have in the chat. You know that all you have to do is ask for a little help, and I'm here for you. I've always been here for you. I've been here for all of you the entire time. You can hear the slight buzz.
She's not really trusting anybody right now. Can
You
she
can trust Mr. Magnar. I'm here for you.
no. Shannon knows we cannot trust Mr. Magnar.
I am here for you. I'm your friend. That's all I've ever wanted.
Okay, she's literally talking to herself. She's like looking around, trying to figure stuff out. She's like, okay, the voices are new. That's new. Legs are not working. That's okay. We can make this work. I can make that work. Voice is a problem. Can she roll, or can I roll to see? Like, I just want to detect the BS factor because she's very suspicious of anybody. Like, she's kind of frustrated. No one has believed her. No one wants to listen to her. Like, she knows she's on Arcalia. Bunch of bumpkin backwater people in this part of the world.
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. That's a 13.
So with your insight, you can tell that this is definitely it's definitely pretty in earnest that this person wants to help you. Reasons, not sure, but they definitely want to help you.
Okay, so like if I listen to you and I talk, even though like logically I know that that's totally blanabbas, how are you going to help me?
I'm magic, and I want to be your best friend.
You can't be my best friend. Leona's my best friend.
But
and then maybe Amulet.
Okay, can I be your current best friend? Your best friend that is here currently?
No, because like Leona's here. Like this is where she lives. So she's my best friend.
You hear this very light head slapping from a mini-limbed Magnar. Gosh, I'm not good with children. I'm actually really bad. Okay, Charity, I'll lay this out on the line for you. I'm really bad with kids, like murderously bad with children.
Yeah, he is.
I want to help you because it helps me. Yeah.
That's kind of thematic. I mean, that sounds exactly like what Mr. Backwards Hands was just telling me. And like,
but it's not the same. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Sure is.
But I'm trying to. I'm trying to kind of pay off a karmic debt. Whereas I don't have a choice. I'm going to cut through the bullshit with you. I was very, very, very bad. I did very bad things. I kind of allowed myself to become a victim of my own appetites. I allowed myself to let myself become something else. And I lost everything. Everything you can imagine. I lost my body. I lost my sanity. I thought I was doomed to float in the eternity between worlds.
Pancakes?
I lost pancakes.
Do you miss pancakes?
Oh gosh, do I miss pancakes?
Yeah, I do too.
You know what else I miss?
Huh?
I miss the sunset over the spires of Ravnica.
I don't know where that is.
I toiled so long in sea bubble scientific pods, and then to go outside and see the light of two suns shining over the massive spires of the world city.
Go back to the part about scientific pods. That sounds pretty dope.
I worked. So I and my friends, we worked for, I don't know what you'd call it, a guild or, yeah, guild. Just call it a guild.
Okay.
And we became dissatisfied with how things were going. And then someone came to us and said, I can help you meet that need you have. And we did something horrible. Very, very horrible.
Okay, so wait. So like, let me.
Um,
I'm just backtracking. Wait, let me check in. Okay, like this is important. So you were unhappy with the situation, right? Check.
Very
right?
much so. We were underappreciated. We were slaves to the machine.
Cool story, bro. Two. So random voice thing person came to you.
No, not random voice thing. A person came to us.
So random person thing. Okay, came to you.
A planeswalker came to us. He served something we didn't know at the time, really what we were doing. We knew it wasn't going to be good, but we didn't realize how bad it was.
Okay, so step one, unhappy with your job. Step two, person comes to you and says, hey, I can help you. Step three, really bad stuff happens. Do you sense a similarity, my guy?
I do. That's the irony of it. And you're a child, and it's dry. It's killing me.
I'm really smart, like really smart, like so smart.
So I thought Amulet might be my best bet because of what she could do.
Yeah, she's bomb. She's amazing.
So, some hustle, some hustle on the muscle. But
you still don't understand that big thing she can do.
It's magic. You're not supposed to understand it. Embrace it.
No, but that's not how things work here, because everything here has kind of a symbiotic relationship between science and magic. I mean, that's how the wellspring works. So like everything is kind of tied and interfused. So like science is better with magic and magic is better with science. And that's just how it works. And I mean, seriously, I could literally sit here and just go through like formulas with you and try to explain it, but I don't even know who you are. I don't know where you are.
At that moment, as you're doing that, you hear enough, Charity. And it's not from Magnar.
Oh.
The chair that Ragesh was sitting on when you woke up begins to change and then stands up. Looks down at you, pulls back a hood. That's Anon.
I am so mad at you.
I can't do what needs to be done, Charity, when you're yelling. Please.
I'm so mad at you.
And I'm not dead, so I think we should consider that a positive. I'm not sure who you're talking to, but I'm relatively sure you haven't gone mad yet. So, you're going to leave with your sister. He casts a spell, and the end table turns into bliss. She looks at you and she goes, hi.
Oh my God, this is the coolest day ever.
No, Charity. It is not the coolest day ever.
No, I mean, it's kind of the worst day ever, but it's also kind of the coolest.
It's not a good day.
No.
You two are going to go find the rest of your siblings. And then you're going to go here. And gives you a tiny coin that's just fully black. The only thing you can see on it is kind of, you notice, and on that they have like their own little personal symbol, and it's on there like inlaid in gold. That will get you where we need you to be.
Two problems. One, Your crazy hooky manure tiger friend
Not
is
friend. Never a friend.
yeah.
Colleague.
Notice that kind of a dick. Totally wants to destroy my world. Not real cool about that. He's gonna have a hard time dealing with the wellspring, but it's still gonna be a problem.
That's why you're going to leave and I'm going to be you.
I like that.
So while Ragesh is sowing seeds of discontent and bidding to round up your allies, I've already started to plant information in regards to who those allies are. So while some not so innocent people will suffer, those people closest to you should be fine for a short period of time. When you have your siblings and we rendezvous back together, then we will return here, and then Ragesh will get his reckoning.
You need to make sure he doesn't hurt Leona.
That is something that you'll have to let me worry about. I have a plan. I always have a plan. Bliss has been standing beside you the whole time, and she looks at Anon and says, "There's something wrong with her."
Yeah.
She looks down and she says, "This is new. You don't feel correct."
This isn't wrong. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just a different state of being. Nothing's wrong with me. It's okay.
She looks sideways, and you can feel that empathy, that empathetic thing she does. And she says, "But you are not what you were. You are hurt. And I feel there's someone else with you were speaking to."
Yeah, definitely was. Not sure what to make of that. He kind of that's a long story. Let's not worry about it for now.
You look and Mr. Magnar lands right on your nose.
She crosses her eyes, just full on comically, crosses her eyes.
You watch his tiny head turn from Anon to Bliss, and he says, "See, we were always meant to all be together and be friends." And he puts his little hand out towards them and says, Mr. Magnar at your service." Back at Skullcano Island, Amulet, you, Twig, and Victor are making your way out of the ravine pass and headed up. You hear footsteps in the grass, in the high grass, but outside of your view, kind of more in the jungle. Something that sounds like it's trying to be stealthy, but is not doing the best job. You don't even need to roll because it's that clumsy.
What is it?
Do you want to find out?
How many legs does it sound like?
Sounds like bipedal.
Okay.
If I'm looking around casually, do I see it?
No,
No.
it's definitely blended in.
Hello, very not sneaky person. Who are you?
Because I'm not sneaky enough to sneak up on it.
You hear the ghostly mechanical voice of Charette, because you know that Victor is asleep inside the armor. Step in front of both of you and says, "Countermeasures are now engaged." And you hear a whir.
Wait, hold on. Let's see who it is.
Takes a few minutes, but you see a shape just on the edge of where the jungle starts to get thick. Kind of slow. A feet, and then a avian head pokes its way out of the underbrush, wearing a dangling symbol around its neck.
Can I see what the symbol is from here?
Yeah. This is a big bird. In fact, make me a nature check to see if you know what it is.
Me too?
Yep, YouTube.
It's 16.
Ooh, also 16.
It is an axe beak.
All right.
Can it be what Charity said in chat?
No. Nice try though. You can have your inspiration for that. It's got its head kind of cocked sideways. It has a symbol on its chest. What languages do you both speak?
Common, halfling, and thieves' cant.
Common and gnomish.
You do not know what that is. Charette slowly moves over toward it is, and it kind of rears back, standing straight like a animal that's looking for predators. He holds the medallion. It doesn't do anything. He looks back at you and says, "This is Orcish." It reads, Bernice.
Are you Bernice?
It squawks and kind of stumbles its way out of the jungle and kind of doesn't cruise up on you, but moves close and starts sniffing you.
I sniff back.
And then it starts sniffing Amulet, and it stops, stands up, and just starts butting you with the side of its head because, the front of its head is a giant axe-like protrusion.
I appreciate that. Hi. Where?
Are either of you carrying any food items right now?
Yes. If Amulet wasn't carrying a food item, that would be
I would
weird.
be more shocked, yeah. So Bernice is trying to butt open your coat of 1,000 pockets and get in there to get to some of that food with a long, almost prehensile tongue.
I get what she's getting at, don't I?
Yeah, she wants to be fed.
I got a plantain from the cart. Yeah, got plantain. I'll even peel it for her.
Her eyes get kind of like confused while you're peeling it. Make me an animal handling check.
Score, I got a 0 on that one. 14.
You like, she kind of snaps at you a few times, but you're able to put your hand out on the side of her head and kind of bring her in, and she very gingerly gets a hold of it, pops her head back, and just crunches it like a McElroy.
Does she eat the peel too?
Yep. She Griffin McElroys the hell out of that plantain. She's a crunchy gal. Charette turns and looks at both of you, and does this animal belong to you? Is this an associate?
No, not yet.
Why does it know you?
Does it?
I don't think it does. I think it just likes us.
You also notice this Axbeak has a saddle and saddlebags.
I mean, I kind of want to ride it. Can we both ride it?
Oh yeah.
How big is a saddle? We're little. We're little.
This is big. This is a big animal. This is a large creature.
I'm gonna bow real low. Try to show it some respect.
While you're doing that, Charette is going through the saddlebags. Isn't your friend named Bronson?
Yeah.
He turns, and there's like a book that's being written, and it's got Bronson's name on it. I believe this is his steed.
Oh.
Or was.
Maybe he sent him to us.
Could be. Probably help us move a little faster.
Charette looks up and says, "Speaking of that, we need to be moving.
I'm gonna ride Bernice.
Shrek puts a hand out and helps you get on. He looks to Twig as if, do you also need the boost?
Probably.
He boosts you up as well.
Oh, it's
and you
high up
make
here.
way. So what I want you to do first, as we're going to do a little for our gathering of material, I'm going to let you guys choose who rolls for which thing. The first skill, in order to identify this nearby plant that's needed, I would like one of you to make me a nature check, please. Remember, you were given information and Victor downloaded it, so to speak.
All right.
But Victor is also asleep. So I want to see which one of you can best interpret that information.
Charette, do you have that list of stuff we need?
I do have access to that information.
Is it on our wrist things? Didn't we get like wrist things?
You did.
Okay.
But you also aren't familiar with very familiar with technology.
This feels like a more of a twig thing than an amulet thing.
I'll give it a shout.
I'm busy petting and making friends.
That is an 18.
It takes it feels like it's going to take some time, but you, with the information, and even like there's actually like a 3D picture that turn around, you're able to discern out of this obvious pile of dung, this fungus that you're going to need, which is good because as you're kind of rifling through this information, Twig, you realize that the 4 other types of fungus in this dung all are poisonous. All right, so moving to the next area.
Before we leave, I'm gonna swing Twig in front of me like a parent who's got the kid in front of them with put the arms on the reins so they can't fall off one way or another.
You're not that much bigger than Twig when you're not transformed.
Still bigger. I'm still bigger.
All right, for the next, I need one of you to make me an investigation check.
How you feel about that, Twig?
I got it.
Okay.
15.
I'm gonna make sure you don't fall off this axe beak.
As you're moving along, you're finding these footprints and you're tracking them because you know it's a particular breed of dinosaur that will bring you to their food source, and that's what you're looking for. Twig, you're able to direct Bernice there. Once you arrive, you realize that it's going to be a little bit of a climb. So someone's going to need to make me an athletics check or an acrobatics check. I'll let you decide.
I can do an athletics check. I critted.
You literally just jump up and you're just, just climbing like hand over hand, like with no legs. You're just beef galloping it up that tree like it's nothing. You get to the top, and this one you're going to have to do without Twig. You see a nest. And there are some type of avian reptile within the nest, but what you need is some of the leaf built into the nest. I need you to give me an animal handling roll.
Oh boy, that's my 0-1.
Currently, they aren't making any noise. They're just head cocked to you, looking at you.
I rolled a 17.
You look over here, look over here. They all turn and look, and you reach with the other hand and pluck the leaf. And because you critted, you just rappel down a vine. Like one hand, like a bad 80s action movie.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Leaf rolled up in your mouth like a cigar, like your Schwarzenegger.
Hurry, get to the axe beak.
As you land, I want you both to make me a performance perception check. Sorry.
19.
14.
Twig, you see it first. There are a few locals on the edge of this area in this tree, and they're just watching you.
Locals as in humanoids or beasts?
Humanoids.
Like, oh no, that was the fungusy guys that were eating people. They weren't humanoid. They used to be humanoids.
But they're not doing anything, they're just watching.
They're just watching very intently. They've painted themselves to kind of match the jungle foliage. So you just caught them out of the corner of your eye, one of them moving.
Okay. So I'm just going to wave and say, hi, I see you.
You hear them shake the branches so they can talk and you can't hear them. And finally, one walks out, a little older, hair like greased back, but it's kind of Hulk Hoganing in the front. And it looks like some sort of goblinoid, maybe some type of hobgoblin that bred with something else, because it's got some of the features, but not all of them. Walks out towards you, looks at the three of you and says, "Oh, what do you got there?"
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. What are you talking about?
No, that's not yours. That's Bronson's.
Yep, he's our buddy. We're helping him.
You didn't steal that beak, did you?
Do you think Bernice would let anyone steal her?
You hear a bunch in the background. You're a little out of your depth there. What are you doing?
We
Is
got
that a
this.
robot?
Yes. We have a list.
We
We have a list of items. We're trying to get these. Bronson is in a bad way.
Hey, must be he didn't come to trade. Not quite. Not quite. It's a little bit. It's like a mix of that and like not my terrible Australian. Australians remember.
I remember.
I remember. He usually comes here by himself. Sometimes rides Bernice. Now it's that. Thanks for you. Now I'm able to get that in my head.
So you should get for letting us have a chat going.
Whap, whap.
So yeah, we got 8 items to find. We found that leaf you just got, and then some mushrooms. But then there's 6 more.
What do you mean? What do you need a bunch of items for?
We have to help Bronson. He's got some sort of sickness.
He's got an ailment. That's what he's got.
Yep.
Now, is he hurt
I mean, he got hurt
or
real
is he injured?
bad. Yes.
No. Is he hurt or is he injured?
I mean, what's the difference?
Well. If he's hurt, he can come here, give us a good trade like we always do. He's injured. Oh, laid up. He's a rest. Needs to lie down.
Yeah, his real bad. We got to get all these things and make a potion or something to help him.
How bad's real bad? Supposed to be bringing us some meat.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit.
Oh, they kind of all go, oh. You see, me and my mates here, we're recovering.
What happened?
We used to eat people. Don't eat them no more.
Well, that's good. People appreciate that when you don't eat them.
We do need some meat.
I see.
You look at. I want you both to make me a insight check.
11.
14.
Amulet, you look, and there's a couple of them that are looking at you guys like you're a walking buffet. They're like, like they're just barely keeping that veneer of civility. Slowly sharpening chef's knives.
So, do you have any of the items on this list? I'll show him the little
Yeah,
wrist thing.
maybe you and we can do a little trade.
Yeah, we can find you some meat if you have these items.
Charette puts their ghostly hand on your shoulder, and their massive head comes down and says, I do not think this is a good use of our time.
I mean, if they have items, we could get meat. That's got to be easy, right?
Stands up and kind of looks around. What if the meat they desire is not a meat you can procure?
Hey guys, what kind of meat do you want?
Any meat will do. Haida over there, he loves the lizard meat. Anything with cold to blood, loves it. The rest of it's not so choosy. Now I'm New York all of a sudden. Not so choosy, huh?
How big are the lizards around here? Have we run into one?
They're dinosaurs.
Oh, when they say lizards, they're talking the dinosaurs.
Ah, the colloquial lizard.
Could have
OG lizards.
just checking to make sure it wasn't. So, like, lizards? I mean, they're dinosaurs. Yeah.
The way I look at it, the best we could do is we can give you half now. And then we can, I know a few of the lizards, they roam around. And you'd make good bait.
So you need like one big one or what?
A big one. Oh, we'd need bait. Charette leans down to you and says, I believe they are referring to you as the bait, Twig, Swift Strike.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
Oh, so they want to help kill them. Like, we don't have to kill them on our own.
Oh, we have a little bit.
Oh. But they'll help.
Once the meat's on, then we'll give you the rest.
Like all of the rest of the 6?
Well,
how many items do they have that we need?
Everything but one.
This could be a good use of our time.
It should be good. I think we can do it.
Charette turns and looks at you and says, Amulet Sticky Fingers, I feel this is a high risk, high reward endeavor.
It could be, but we don't know where these other things are, and wherever they're at could be. I mean, did you see the birds up there?
According to the list, the last item we would need if we do acquiesce to this trade would be in the Kaiju Mecca, which is where Victor hopes to return to. I will go along with your plan.
It's totally a plan.
Bait it is. They all start kind of quiet. They start going, yeah, and then they go, oh yeah, like a little quietly. Then they realize just how loud they were. All right, back to Akko. Akko, you hear this. No, like I said, you hear these Griffin guards, and Presto looks at you and says, "Well, are you ready to be a king?"
Totally. Easy.
Easy. All right. They lead you down a series of hallways and tunnels that lead down into the mountain itself. The whole time, Presto is, is trying to kind of give you the lowdown on what's going on. And he's telling you about a wizard named Kelix, and that Kelix is who he wants to take you to talk to. But at the same time, they were unable to destroy certain, how to put it, certain creations that Kellex had. This is one of them. So they buried it.
Should have worked.
Did not work.
Should have.
Yeah, this is an issue. So he moves you down, and you hear this roar, and a body comes launching at you, broken and just spent, busting down a wooden door. This griffin guard is completely twisted in the wrong way.
Go roars back at it.
You look in, and there is a massive, like, large creature, 15 feet tall. You don't even want to guess the wingspan on this thing. Zombie. The bottom jaw's been torn off. Its tongue is literally lolling out. Its upper body is just massive. Its arms actually touch the ground. Its hands are they're the size of tables. It's holding part of a griffin guard. And you roar back, and we roll initiative.
Easy. Hmm. 17.
Let me grab my. Sorry, I got a little reorganized, so I'm also disorganized because of that. Oh, luckily I got a -2 to my dex because I rolled a 17. So you go first.
Okay. Akko is going to charge forward a bit. How far away is it?
It's only about 20 feet away. It's
Easy.
It's like in a T intersection.
Mm-hmm. Akko is going to bonus action manifest his echo, and then he is going to move his echo, or I guess he manifests it so that it's on the zombie's shoulders.
Okay.
And then Akko, in the meantime, is going to run up to it, and he is going to bring out the axe of the Kresh, and he is going to try to sever one of its legs at the kneecap.
Okay. Make your attack.
It's cocked. Yeah. Those should probably both hit. 22 is the lowest.
And that is slashing damage, correct?
It is magical slashing damage.
Yep. You go in and you like look like you're aiming high, and then you go low and through, and the leg comes all the way off. Like you crush through the kneecap.
Easy.
And cut it off. And it kind of hops on one leg.
Easy.
Is that your turn?
And then he it's most of his turn. Then he points to the hole that it came out of since it was buried, and he goes, "Go back in hole."
It just roars at you.
He roars back at it.
That's your turn though.
Bad. That's my turn. Yep.
Make me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, that was a good roll. 20. Synthetic 20.
The muscles and tendons of the leg where you split it dangle down to the leg itself, and that leg scoots itself and starts to reattach.
Wait.
It reaches out and grabs a piece of the wall, and its other hand, with the broken griffin guard, it attempts to slam them against you together at the same time, like a clap.
Akko would do this if he's big enough. He respected the tactics.
You're like, oh my gosh, this is a good idea.
Like,
24.
yeah, just
Okay, I want you to make me a dex saving throw as well.
it's cocked. Just a second. Not terrible. 17.
It does not knock you prone. All of a sudden, I can't find any d8s. You take 19 points of damage.
Ow! It's a lot of damage.
Over your shoulder,
Mhm.
you see the oddest thing you've ever seen. They're like little cylindricals with cylinder-like arrow points with like fire coming out of the back of them, and they come firing out and bang into the monster, blowing up against them. You know they're a version of magic missile,
Oh,
but you don't know what they are, and you kind of glance over your shoulder just as Presto says, "Magic rocket!"
cool.
Your turn.
Akko is going to with his wait, sorry, just a second. So he is going to bonus action swap places with his Echo. So now he's on top of the shoulders. And then he is going to chop its eyes out.
As you
As do.
you are wont to do.
Mhm. And he's also going to move his he's going to move his Echo so it's also on top of the shoulders, and he's going to unleash Incarnation to make a third attack with his Echo. So those are a lot to hit.
AC's super low.
Okay, they're all over 20, and then that's a 22. So that is a total of those are good rolls. Just a second. 41 magical slashing damage, and then he is going to action surge and do it again.
Make me a perception check as you're doing that.
Okay. 4.
Normally, you know that your weapon and its magical properties give you an advantage over creatures. This is not the case. This thing it's healing damage as fast as you're giving it. Magic properties of your weapon don't seem to be stemming its ability to recover. But you trade places and you bring your axe down right into one of its eyes, and it just explodes in this putrid mess.
Yeah, take that. And he's still gonna action surge because that's what he's
built to do.
He's built to do. He likes to do it. So 18 and 19 and 28. So
nice.
That's another 44 magical slashing damage.
Nice. So you're both on his back, right?
Yeah, like up on the shoulders, just hacking his head off.
You're both just crushing your weapons into his head. He reaches and he grabs a hold of you. And then on one leg, his other leg is still attaching itself, rears back and jumps.
Oh, he's
gonna
slamming me.
he's going to sack of shit slam you. And because he has a hold of you, I'm going to give him advantage. 21. So you and the Echo will take this.
Okay. Echo's gone. Then poof.
Okay.
Instantaneously.
$24 points of damage.
Ow.
And you're prone with it on top of you. You can hear Presto, get out of the way.
Well, help.
Roll away. He's like, get out of the way. You can see the hat. There's just flames just rolling out of it. He keeps putting his hand in to throw it. He's like, I can't throw it when you're there.
Echo gives him a look. It's like, then tell this fucking guy,
Like-
get off me. Yeah, basically. Like just a single paw emerges from under the zombie.
It's your turn.
All right. Echo is going to use half his movement to get up. And then
Make me a strength check to get him off of you.
Mm,
Because he's got his back to you. It'll just
that's
make you a
true.
strength
That's
check.
fair. Natural 20.
You just slickly push back and tuck and roll to your feet.
And then Echo will manifest his Echo bonus action. He will he'll move away. He'll get out of the way or try. And then he'll have his Echo try to take the other leg off.
So when you see now that you're up at a stand, that leather leg is attached.
Well, at least if it's off, it can't chase me.
It's true.
That is 17 and 25.
Totally hits.
That's 11 plus 27 slashing damage.
Again, at the knee on the other leg, the Echo takes the leg off.
Mhm.
And this thing bellows out again. And you can already see the ruined side of one face starting to meld back together.
And he'll sort of like arc around as he's getting away toward Presto.
Okay, well, this thing pops up, rolls over onto its basically tripod form,
Mm-hmm.
and it charges at you on its tripod like a gorilla and just launches itself like a bowling ball at you. But I only got a 16.
That does not hit.
It goes flying at you, and you just go flat onto the ground. And it just like you can see its one eye and face kind of coming back together, and the other eye, the other milky dead eye, open large as it realizes it misses you, just as it looks up and is blasted by a fireball. I would like you to make me a con saving throw.
I can do that.
At advantage.
Advantage, okay. 18.
You're like, some of your hair that is exposed starts to singe and burn. This thing goes flying backwards from the damage, and already that other severed leg is pushing itself towards the body. Get it back in the wall. So while you attempt to push this thing back in the wall, Charity, you look, and Mr. Magnar standing on your nose. Bliss like reaches out with her tiny, like her hands, and tinily shakes his hand. And Anon looks at you and says, do I want to know?
I mean, I don't know either.
Well,
Yeah.
they seem to know you.
I mean,
Charity, how long has this been going on? How long have you kept this from me?
Why is everything my fault?
I'm not saying
God.
it's your fault. I'm actually curious how long you've kept this from me.
I don't know. I didn't keep anything from you. I hadn't even like seen you. Where the hell have you been?
Charity.
Charity,
please.
when have you been keeping this from me? I didn't keep anything from you.
I'm actually trying to compliment you because if you kept this from me, that's very impressive.
Then I totally kept it from you.
They look at you kind of with this wry grin of like, I wasn't admonishing you. I'm actually impressed. Like, and also I hope you're not going to continue to lie to me about things. And Mr. Magnar says, yeah, I know Charity since like forever. We're close. Like he looks at you and winks one of his many eyes. We're like best friends.
She'll like wink back and not be subtle, but it's like the most obvious, like
We're like best friends.
No. I mean, it's still a Leo.
I don't know her at all. She's been lying to you the whole time. I don't even know this asshole. Or are we best friends?
Okay, you're like best friend number like 3? That's top 3. That's
There,
good.
Top 3.
Top 3.
I'm top 3 best friend. Top 3.
3.
He looks back at you and says, making amends. Cosmic balance, making amends. Anon looks at both of you and says, I have absolutely no idea what this is, but it's time for you to go. Both of you. Actually, all 3 of you need to leave.
Okay.
Bliss looks absolutely distraught over your current condition. I'm not sure what should I carry you?
No. No.
I'm gonna cast Homunculus Servant. And we're gonna do something funky here. If she can get to another land on her world before they leave, I have an idea, but it might not work. And it might be easier to do something else.
No. Tell hey, give me this idea. Tell me what you're thinking.
So for now, what she's going to do is she's going to make a homunculus servant, but instead of the normal form, because she usually makes it look like a little warforge, she's going to do like the bottom part of a warforge, but the bottom is going to have little like wally treads, and the top is going to be kind of flat. So she's not going to have great control over it, but she's going to be able to just like
drive a mini tank.
Yeah, basically. The problem is it's not going to last forever. It's a solve for now. But she has this idea. So Warforged exist on Stormsong, but they are relics. There's only like a couple of them that are still in museums. She has an idea to steal one and perform a museum heist to get this Warforged. So
would this be something you would do pre-reuniting with Akko or post-reuniting with Akko?
I feel like pre-reuniting with Akko.
Okay.
But it's there's a conversation that has to be had here too, because like there's a part of me that's wondering if with this change, do we switch her specialty?
That's up to you.
Because I think it would make sense.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Because if that's cool.
Bliss looks down at you and says, you had me at heist.
Awesome. This is going to be the coolest day ever.
Akko. Anon looks at the 3 of you and says, Charity, I did not plan for you to rob a museum. I planned for you to leave. However,
yeah, we're going to leave after we rob the museum.
However, you know me. I could not possibly deny you a museum heist.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry that I won't be there to do that with you.
I know, you got stuff to do.
I've got you to do. And they change into a version of you.
That's really creepy.
Oh, believe me, I've changed into worse. Ragish was just sitting on me, and I don't want you to know where.
Ew. Ew. Just all my ew.
Akko, please take a God damn it, warrior. Take your inspiration. Oh man. Woo.
No, see,
That was
that's
funny.
you don't technically Akko. There's Charity's hierarchy is unique.
Oh my goodness. They say they look at you and say, I think I can be of help in another way though.
Okay.
Anon reaches back, pulls out a scroll out of one of your packs, utters some words, and a portal opens up. I believe this will get you to a workshop. I cleaned it up a little. You really need to work on your cleanliness.
Yeah, okay.
Also, there's no way Ragesh can find you here.
Sweet. That would be awesome. Because that dude, what is his problem? Did he like not get enough love when he was a kid or something?
He's a Rakshasa. He's evil. It's always been evil.
I don't buy into the fact that like someone is evil purely based on what they are. I think he's
So
just a dick.
you're staring at the exact same version of you, and puts their hand on your shoulder and says, No. Charity, he's a fiend. He was evil, and this was his reward for being evil. This is what he did all those deeds to do to get to this point. So I don't think he's inherently, or I don't think Rakshasas are complicated.
Yeah.
Our father is complicated.
Their hands are backwards. That's complicated.
It is. Ragash is not complicated. Ragash is just evil. Cold,
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
calculating, malicious, and evil.
He's a dick.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very high performing dick. So we need to be smart, and we can't continue to have this conversation right now. You're going to go do what you need to do to get up and running. You're
Okay.
going to go then get your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go to the parish, and we will regroup there, and then we're going to come back here, and we're going to send Ragash back to hell, where he won't be able to return for 99 years after we cut his head off of his body.
That sounds awesome.
It will be. Bliss helps you onto your death treads, and you roll through the portal as you
The
watch
Doom Wally.
your Doom Wally, as Anon scoots into your bed, winks at you, and then lays down, and you can see tears coming out of the sides, or like she's weeping. You come through the portal and you are in one of your mini workshops. One thing you do notice right away is it's been blocked up. So there is no door that you can see, and there are no windows that you can see. Meanwhile, back on Skullcano Island. So we're going to do this, mate? Huh?
Yeah. Amulet, do you want to be the bait, and then you can?
Oh, no.
Shane.
You'd make better bait. You're smaller, and you smell.
Hey,
How do you think we found you?
you smell.
I'm not insulting you. You smell. Good smell. You smell good.
Like I smell tasty.
And they all kind of go, Mm,
Ouches.
I'm
Yes.
okay not smelling tasty.
you smell like meat smoking on a fire.
Oh, I guess I probably need a bath.
Kind of musty. Charette looks down at you and they move their head. I do not smell anything.
Can you smell?
I do not recall if that's something that I was able to do. In my current condition, I am unable to smell, or so we've just discovered.
You're not missing anything.
Make me a insight check,
Who?
both of you.
16.
15.
Charette's body language drastically changes when you say that. And even though he's a ghost robot, his body language gives away that hurt him. Like that definitely affected him. Very quietly in that metallic tone, you hear, "But I am."
No, I just meant the stinky part.
He's already walked kind of away from you. The robot's got feelings. It's a sad ghost robot.
Yeah.
He's
We
not
gotta-
he's definitely not good bait. And kind of the head hobgoblin guys rubbing your head very tenderly. Twig goes, "Not like you.
Hey,
Good bait."
hands off.
Heads off the fur.
I'm friends, not food.
Bernice walks over and moves his hand off your head with her beak. Yeah, and they'll go, "Hey!" Like this is a conversation that's probably happened before with Bernice present.
Bernie's
So
got your back.
you travel about an hour and you're kind of on a cliffside overhanging a small valley, and there's a waterfall. So what you've learned during this time period is this goblinoid's name is Tuft. Like a tuft of hair. Like his actual hair. His Hulk Hogan hair without the racism. And he says, "Let me tell you something, brother." Now he says, look down there. You see it in the water?
Do I see it in the water?
It's swimming. It's right down there.
So what do I see?
Make me a perception check. You can both do it.
That's got natural 20. So that's
Amulet's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
I rolled a 1, so nothing. I know nothing.
25.
You see a large crocodilian form in the water, just kind of slowly moving, occasionally raising a high enough up where you can see the top of the snout.
Oh boy. That's real big. That'll feed you for a while.
It's real big, ain't it? Tasty too.
So are we at the top of the waterfall, or we just see?
You're kind of off to the side of the waterfall.
Okay.
But you can see down into the pool where this is. This is a gargantuan beast. It's massive. Now the thing is being that you're on Skullcano Island, your interpretation of size has changed slightly. So look at his spine. Look at those folds. It's you can see she's been in a couple wars. Big bite mark on the side. Looks a little old. Long in the tooth. Looking for an easy meal? I think you're that meal. You're that bite.
How far down is it?
It's about a 30-foot drop into water.
Yeah.
The rest of it around the area and this kind of little area is very swampy.
Can I climb down?
Maybe it's very mossy and wet. It's a moist environment.
Like, how much you weigh?
Not much. 40 pounds.
Amulet's like, can I fastball special you right at the Spinosaur?
Well, I mean, I kind of had visions of maybe tying him to some rope and sort of like fishing.
Tell me
Or-
more about your terrible plan.
Or maybe dangling him with Mage Hand, but I think Mage Hand can't do 40 pounds.
No, it's 10.
I think, is it 10? 11, is it the disc? What is it? Tensor's floating disc is like 30 or 40, I think.
Yeah, no, I can only do the Mage Hand with my telekinetic stuff. But I mean, we do have rope. And, you know, I'm sure there's a stick I could make a.
Charlie Bronson's always got rope.
I was thinking we make like a fishing pole and just kind of maybe dangle him above.
You're telling this, and you notice that Tuff's entire squad is like, yeah, look at this one, big brain on a.
And then he wouldn't have to get in the water at least. Maybe a tiny bit safer.
Is it though?
You want to get in the water?
I'm kind of fast, but
Okay.
I don't know if I'm that fast.
It's up to you. I'm not doing this without your permission. So
I was just thinking I'd kind of be on the edge of the water, acting all innocent, like, and then it would try to attack me, and then we would murder it.
suppose maybe see if it'll get on land will be better.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully.
Backup plan, can we go?
Creature.
Well, but I mean, it's probably better in water than on land, right?
I would assume so.
The only thing I'm worried about is can we all get down to like beach level?
It's gonna be rough because it is swamp. It's just straight up swamp.
Yeah. Because I have to be next to it. I'm a melee person, so.
It's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
If we go down, are they coming down too?
We're purely here to throw things. They've all got spears and bows and arrows. We're relatively safe up here. Down there, not so much. That's why you're bait.
Okay, so
They all kind of in unison go bait.
can we set up some type of jerry-rig pulley system that we could maybe climb the rope back up if we get really desperate?
We like your fishing idea. They all kind of like.
I'm only doing this to a willing participant, so if he's not willing, we're not doing it.
That sounds like a horrible idea. I should have rope. Do I have rope?
Charlie Bronson's always got rope.
Somehow I don't have rope.
I think all packs come with some type of rope. I think. I guess I don't know for sure.
Unless they used it already and get rid of it.
Oh.
That's possible. Anyway, Bernice.
Or you could have rope in a saddlebag.
Yeah, I was going to say, does Bernice have rope in a saddlebag? So I will pull the rope out of there. And I assume there's a tree I can tie it to.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
All right. So I'm going to tie that to a tree and then rappel down into the valley.
Are you going to do it stealthily?
I always do things stealthily.
Make me that stealth check then, Twig.
All right. Add advantage because me. Oh, those are not great. 23.
You like start going down and the Spinosaurus's head starts to come out of the water and it kind of blows some water out of its nostrils. Like it's looking around, it sniffs the air, and then it slowly submerges again.
Totally doesn't know I'm here.
Absolutely stealthy.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to walk over to the water, not being stealthy.
Do you want me to go with, or did you like? Do you want backup?
I assumed you were following me.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
good. I just want to make sure.
While he's
Just wanna
lowering
make sure.
himself, while he's lowering himself down, Charette looks at you, Amulet, and says, "This seems like a very, very, very bad idea."
It's our best ideas are always bad ideas.
At that point, you hear the whir and turn, and Charette's chest opens up, and then Victor is wiping his eyes and looks at you and says, "Are you there?" And looks over like where Twig is rappelling down and goes, "Oh, now this is bad."
Victor, long story short, kill dinosaur. We can get back on track.
He like moves his way kind of out of the chest.
And then I'm gonna start going
and
down.
all Tufts people just kind of wave at him like this.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start repelling.
And you just hear it just start repelling. You hear him go, "Oh no." back to Akko. Akko, this behemoth zombie is starting to get up again. It's just smoldering. What would you like to do? You're up.
All right. Akko heard Presto say, "Get him back in the hole or the wall or whatever." What he came out of. So Akko's going to do that, since the axe isn't working, which is bullshit. So he's gonna do. I'm gonna tell you. Well, first of all, he's going to bonus action. Second win, so he doesn't die. That rolled a 10, so dope. That's some hit points back, and then he's going to unleash incarnation again. So he is going to do. I'm going to tell you what he's going to do, and then I'm going to roll for it, and then I'm going to flavor it.
I thought you were going to say,
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
And then he's going to do it.
He is going to do it. It's Akko. It's easy. So he's going to do 3 shove attacks toward the hole or the wherever. So I'm going to roll for those real quick. That's like a strength check, right?
Yep.
All right. All right. 22.
You beat him on the first one.
That is cocked because it rolled out of my dice tray. 23.
Definitely beat him on the second one.
And the last one.
You're gonna have to roll well. I rolled really well.
I'm
crit well.
Crit well? Shit. Well, you know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration. And
so remember, you can use it either on your roll or you can use it on mine.
Well, I rolled okay. So yeah, you re-roll it. That's right. I can do that. So
okay. I didn't roll it. Let me see what his bonus is. I think it's really high.
I'm sure it is.
It is very high. I just can't remember how high it is. How high is it? 17.
Is the total roll?
Is the roll plus the modifier.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. You like the first time is kind of even. The second time you just start to bowl him back, and then tell me what happens.
So basically what happens is Akko and his Echo both charge at the zombie. Akko kind of gets down on all fours really quick, and so the Echo like jumps off of his back and like drop kicks the zombie in the chest, and then when lands,
are you whispering in the wind to me?
I was, yeah, you fucking follow slammed me. So then
Fair.
Akko, this is like a chain. So then Akko like gets up, run, like launches off, drop kick again. And then
I thought brothers were good tag teams, but now we've got a man and his Echo.
And then Akko stands like kind of lands and like stands on his feet. The Echo jumps off of his shoulders and RKOs the zombie
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
you are able to do all this. The Hulk will use its turn to start to get up, and it's kind of maybe a strength check for your
Right.
Echo.
15.
I rolled really bad.
Oh, sweet.
And you're able to kind of use your Echo to delay him. Presto puts a wall of stone up and then just continues to cast it as you move away, filling this area with stone.
Wow. Should have started with that.
Hard to, whew, their hat kind of slumps to the floor. They lean against the wall and fall. Oh man, that thing can't be killed. Oh, so tired. Thought you were gonna die.
No.
By the way, you have inspiration for that, warrior.
Sweet. Easy.
That's one of Kellick's creations.
Mm.
Last time Eric cut its legs, its arms, and its head off, we put it in that pit. It took a year for it to put itself back together again.
Need better pit.
Yeah. I wonder if we. Well, how do you feel about lava?
Feel great.
Maybe we should talk about that. Maybe that should be a plan for us while you're interiming king. Because you're gonna do it, right? Because otherwise, if you don't do it, I have to do it. I don't want to do that.
Akko totally be king. Easy. Best king ever.
He kind of looks at you and smiles like Riley and says, "Yeah." And have you ever kinged before?
No, but how hard can be?
You see his eyes kind of go wide, and one of his lenses from his glasses just cracks. Charity, you're back in your lab. Bliss is walking around, and she's like, "This is really organized. Look, all the things are front facing, so you can read what they say." And alphabetized.
It's awesome, right?
Magnar is again sitting right on the bridge of your nose and goes, "You didn't do this, did you?"
I totally didn't, but that's okay.
Yeah. I can totally tell. Not your style.
Yeah,
Not my third best friend's style.
No, totally not. Totally not.
So are you gonna tell her or?
Yeah, we're good. Anyway.
Sounds solid.
Yeah.
Can't possibly bite you in the butt at any time.
No, it's gonna be fine.
Lying to a sibling is always a good idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got this.
Charity, this is me as your third best friend telling you, don't fall down the same path I did, please.
I mean,
do you know, Charity, do you know how someone gets turned into a bug?
No. They
fuck
maybe.
up a lot and lie to their friends. They also make deals with horrific entities, kill and eat people, and not like I cooked you over a fire. I mean, I devour you like a swarm of bugs. Also, let me see what else today. You can see like one hand is trying to cover his mouth as he's talking, and he just keeps talking. Oh, also killed a kid just because betrayed everybody I knew, tried to murder my best friend and eat him, slept with a girl, lied to her, then tried to kill her. Oh God, I did so many bad things. Oh God, we're third best friends and I'm telling you everything. I shouldn't be telling you all this. I was a horrible person. Like the worst. The place I was in when I did those things was because my friends and I murdered hundreds of people with a bomb because we were pissed off about the status quo. And we got bamboozled by a fucking terrorist. And then instead of riding my path when I was in the domains, all I did was be worse. I got worse. I was bad and I got worse. I'm trying to fix this. Oh gosh. It's like it's all coming out of me right now and I can't stop it. I feel a lot better. Well, because we're third best friends, I feel like I can tell you this.
Yeah.
Don't do what I did.
Okay, sure.
Tell her you did not organize this.
Okay, hey Bliss, Bliss, I didn't organize this. I wish I did. Like, if I'm honest, I don't really know who organized this. It's pretty dope though, right?
She looks in and she goes, "Didn't Anon say you organized this?"
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Your workshop is very nice.
Yeah. Hey, Magnar. Mr. Magnar.
You look down and you see his tiny form. It's just literally just sweating. Like it's all, his little suit is all disheveled. He's got his hands on his knees and he's breathing hard. I'll give you a second. I'm having an anxiety attack. Oh God. All the beans spilled. He plops down on his butt.
Okay.
Pulls his knees up to his chest and is rocking on the edge of your nose.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to stop and then halt the amygdala response. It's happening with you right now, my guy. So it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Also, I really think you should consider some kind of long-term therapy.
He gets up and he brushes off his little suit, straightens his little tie. And you notice, like, when he just had that eruption of honesty, he looks more like a person and less like a tiny little half-person bug man. And says, yeah, but that's what you and your friends are. You're my second chance. You're my chance to not end up worse. And
gotcha.
It's not like I had some type of epiphany. I'm still horrible. I know I'm a horrific, and I'm not even the villain in someone else's story. I am the villain in my story, but I don't want to be. So when I say I'm telling you the truth, and when I say I really do want to be your friend, it's because I do. Because I don't have anyone else. And because I was stuck in that house when the crates came in that are the leftovers of the people I left behind. This is my punishment. I somehow got lucky enough to not die there. But this is all I am now. And I'm not even bragging anymore. I was a damn good wizard. And I was very, very scary.
So you do magic?
Does an owlbear shit in the woods? Yeah, I do magic.
I don't know what an owlbear is, but I'm pretty sure they do.
I did magic. But now I am hard pressed to do anything. And it's not from diminished size. It's just mistakes I made took some certain things away from me. But I do want to help you. And what I see in it for me is salvation. Because that guy who wants to burn all of this down around you, I could easily be that guy. I really don't want to be.
It's all about the chances and the choices we make.
So I'm asking you, as your third best friend, let's make some good choices.
As he's talking, she's gonna walk around one corner of the lab and find, like, open a big, like, frigid box and where there's some ice, and she's gonna chip off a tiny little piece of ice and kind of hand it to him.
Put
He's
that
like,
on the back.
oh, and he just
Put-
starts like, he starts munching on it, and then he gives you a tiny fist bump.
I mean,
The tiniest of fist bumps.
she'll do the fist bump too, and she's like,
You start feeling panicky, like put that on the back of your neck. It's gonna like I don't know how it really works, but it does a thing and it stops the amygdala response, and then you stop like having that like freak out moment and lets you breathe.
I think, I feel better, and it just like I held it in for a really long time, and I've been
Yeah.
really, really lonely, and yeah. The entire time you finally look up, and Bliss is like standing over the top of both of you, and she just looks at your tiny Magnar, and then looks at you. Tiny Magnar looks at you and goes, "He does feel much better."
It's
And so-
good.
And she says, "And so do you.
Yeah.
But don't we plan on robbing a museum?" And she smiles real big, like, "Yes." Well, we should get started.
We should.
He immediately looks at you guys and puts the ice on the back of his neck. Like, I'm trying to be good.
This is good. This is good. It's for a good reason. And like no one's gonna miss it. It's gonna be fine. It'll be
So-
fine.
So what I would like you to do is first of all, roll me a 20-sider, and you can add, I think we decided we're going to treat your Arcana score as well as kind of like a science score as Okay, make me a roll with that first for that.
okay, let's see what we do. That's garbage. I'm gonna spend my inspo because it's
Not real great.
that's gonna be a 19.
Excellent. I would like you to roll me percentiles. But I will allow you to roll twice and take the better score. You want a high number, please. For a minute there, Warrior, I thought you were like trying to look at her dice roll. You're
Bitch, what?
like, you can roll better.
Okay, that's 25. 91.
You find 91% of the mechanical parts you need to give yourself more functional transportation.
Nice.
So what that means is I will let you know when I need you to roll a disadvantage for like your movement, but currently you're able to move as per normal.
Okay, perfect.
So you can just kind of, when we get to it, you can describe your mode of conveyance.
Perfect.
So, actually,
okay.
you know what? Tell me what you built.
I think what she's going to build, we're going a little roadie on this. She's going to build a support that goes around her midsection with side pieces. So it's kind of going to stabilize her. And then from like the knees down, it's all kind of encased. So it's motorized and it's keeping her upright, but it's going to kind of like help her like do walking, but she's not going to be fast.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I honestly think you should give me
A movement penalty.
a
I was thinking
movement
the same thing.
penalty. Yes.
I want you
absolutely.
to half your movement.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. I'm into
No,
it.
that's all. That's perfect.
Cool.
It takes you a couple hours minimum. And the whole time, like, Bliss is just watching you work. There's a couple times where you start to get kind of overwhelmed by what you're doing and not being able to move around your workspace as efficiently as you would like. But as you know from the time you have been around Bliss in the past, when she so chooses, she just radiates happiness. And so it keeps you very motivated. As you guys are finishing up, you realize it's like 4 a.m. and she's like curled up in a corner in the room, sawing logs. Magnar is like stretching out, and he's like, "Can we go to sleep? I'm so tired." It's
Maybe
been-
you can go to sleep.
It's been an emotionally exhausting day. No, we all need to go to sleep if we're still planning on robbing a museum. Why are we? Yeah, apparently for a good cause.
No, we're kind of just borrowing from the museum. I mean, here's the thing. The museum is super close to my school, right? And I have special pass admission to the museum, kind of like a season pass holder, only I get access to like really crazy stuff because like we study really crazy stuff, right?
Charity.
But
We're third best friends, right?
yeah, totally.
Don't justify. I shot straight with you. Shoot straight with me. We're stealing it because it gives you the best chance to do what you need to do, right?
Theoretically.
We're stealing it so you'll be strong enough to beat up that Ragesh.
We're stealing it so that I can try to use it in a way that's going to make me not be scared of weird, creepy tiger boy.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if this is lesson one from your third best friend, don't justify it. You are who you are. You're doing your thing. Let's just do it. Let's do it. I mean, I trust you. You're my third best friend. So we're gonna do this.
Hey,
And we're not borrowing it. We're totally stealing this for a good reason.
but it's for a good reason because I gotta
Alright.
save Leona. Because like if I don't save Leona now, I can't stop everything later and make sure that... Never mind. I said too much.
Yeah, he like looks at you sideways and he's like, "Oh, do tell."
No. I said
Oh,
nothing.
bestie. No.
I'm tired. We're going to bed. La 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 la.
As he like lays out across the bridge of your nose, he looks, he goes, "This isn't over." So then we go back to Skullcano Island. Twig, you're repelling. You're about 10 feet above the water now. And you can see the water's really clear. You can see, and you realize how deep that pool is. It's deep. You can see the Spinosaur kind of moving around. Make me a perception check.
Oh, that's 13.
You see a clutch of eggs.
Oh,
Amulet,
not good.
you're coming down after Twig, right?
Yes.
Make me a stealth check, Amulet.
Oh, not as happy with that one. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Not feeling the 8. I am feeling the 19 I got though.
Oh, man. You actually are climbing down and you put your hand on a rock and the rock breaks and starts to fall and you reach down and grab it before it falls all the way. It would have fell straight onto Twig first. Twig, you look up at her like, "What the fuck?" And
Put
you're
it in
like,
my pouch.
"Oh, I thought you were going to put the rock back into the side of
No, I'm gonna keep this. I'll put it in my
Yeah.
pouch.
your lucky rock,
My lucky rock now.
Rock Hudson." You see another rope come down. Yeah. And Victor, not Sherrod, is climbing down behind you very quietly. And you all get about 10 feet above. And he looks and he goes, "So what's the plan?"
Is there any solid-ish land, or is it all
It's
just
marsh.
uh,
It's pretty much marsh for as far as you can see into a jungle.
yeah?
Here's a question I have for you. Can I transform and still hold on to the rope?
Yeah.
Score. I transform.
You transform. Okay, do it up.
I'm gonna be big. So real quiet like so it doesn't hear me. Look, with dragon strength and cataclysm's hour. Like I'm really just whispering to myself. Solinari, Lunatari, Nuatari, here you go, grab me your power. I'm a transform.
The Kirby crackle of energy flows around you. I would like you to make me a stealth check at disadvantage.
Damn it. I think if I have anything, I don't think I have anything to battle that. Oh, yeah, that's.
This is the equivalent of Billy Batson going,
and
then not expecting a giant bolt of lightning.
I know, but I'm gonna need
it. Stealth.
Gonna need it. Well, I mean, I got a 9. So
I want you both to make perception checks. You transform, bigger than life, arm, massive bicep wrapped around the rope. You're like, yeah. And Victor's like, yeah, okay. That makes total sense. And looks at Twig and like, why didn't you tell me?
22.
30-20.
You both, as he's saying that, you catch it out of the corner of your eye. The Spinosaurus coming up jaw style with its mouth starting to open as it's going to birth out to swallow you whole. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh, I so know what I'm going to do too.
So what I would like for you guys to do is go around in the style we normally do and tell everybody who you are, where they can find you, what you're up to. Yeah, the good stuff. So I just knock a bunch of stuff over.
Hey, we worked real hard to clean up that office. Don't make a mess.
I'm built for messes. I am a mess.
All right. Well, I am Nate. You can find me at Cubicle Zombie on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me next Wednesday and every other Wednesday with the Tasty Boys. So it's where myself and our other friends.
Taste.
That's right. That's right here on this very channel. You can also
By the way, just so you and Warrior can start to think about this, last weekend I woke up with the goddamn Gummy Bear song stuck in my head, except for the words were changed to Tasty Boys. I blame this on you guys.
We are everywhere.
Yep,
including dnddt.com and at dnddt podcast.
That segue was smooth, my man. It's very good.
Why he's a ringer.
Very good. I am Shannon. You can find me kind of all over the place. Best place to find me is if you go to TikTok, you can find me at Rainbow Game Collective, which is kind of my primary nerddom area. We also have a Discord for Rainbow Gaming Collective, the whole Discord community specifically for LGBTQIA2S+, BIPOC women and allies only, where we talk about all things nerdy. So come join us there as well. And you can also catch me, in addition to here every other Monday night, streaming at twitch.tv/Rainbow Gaming Collective on Sunday nights, where I'm doing a little bit of whatever. Right now it's Stardew Valley, which was really fun. Just started that last night. And then on Thursday nights, starting in August, we're going to be doing a little D&D. So join us for Love Lost Chronicles starting in August.
Nice. Shannon, have you checked out Sunhaven?
I have not, and you're not the first person to ask me that, though.
It's basically like, hey, you've got some D&D in my Stardew Valley. Hey, you've got some Stardew Valley in my D&D. I enjoy, and it's multiplayer.
All right. Oh yeah, there's some Minecraft craziness that might be going on with y'all too in the near future.
Don't say Minecraft to Ben. He's still real sad.
Womp womp. I know.
Still broken. maybe this upcoming weekend.
Minecraft is still broken. Warrior, you're next.
Doesn't Cassandra have to say you can't find her anywhere first?
That's true. Yeah.
You gotta go in the clockwise order, Ben. But yes, I'm Cassandra. You can find you can find me here every 2 weeks. Other than that, that's all you get from me. Sorry.
Pretty soon you can play a superhero.
I'm gonna play a superhero eventually, so then I'll be on that. But I mean, until then, I'm here.
Now it feels better. I'm Warrior. You can find me at WarriorMN on the socials. In addition to D&DT and here, you can find me every other Thursday on Dive Club. We are doing we've moved to twice monthly, one in person and one streaming. So next Thursday, there will be a streaming episode, and then 2 weeks from that, we'll be down at the CC Club. So you can come hang out with us if you'd like. We're cool.
The long pause.
Pause. You guys are
You're
cool.
It was for comedic effects.
I watched too many
things I
murder
do.
shows. That sounded like a. Would you like to get in the back of my windowless van?
I don't have a van, and my car has windows. So you can also I did a guest arc on a Genesis actual play podcast called Roads Uncharted. That my guest arc just wrapped. So if you want to check it out, head over to @Roads Uncharted on the socials or roads-uncharted.simplecast.com. You can look up episodes 20 to 23. Those have me in them. All of the other episodes are super fun to listen to. It's super well produced. It's a blast. GM is awesome, so check it out.
Most excellent. You can find me Heel Turn Radio every other Wednesday for our regular podcast where I rant and rave about how I don't like national level wrestling. And then I also been ranting and raving about things I don't enjoy locally as well lately. Just ranting and raving a lot. Beard has to keep me in line. Every couple weeks we do Fire Projo on Twitch, where we do a GM mode on Fire Pro World. Every other week Monday you find me here down in Outlands with the shitty little kids, the SLKs. Every other Tuesday, Tiny Ming on the Heel Turn channel. Is that all I do? It's so much. Also, I was just informed today by the Casualist of Doug's, the great and powerful Oz behind the curtain, that Star Wars is up and ready and will be going to a galaxy near you. So we'll let you all know when that starts to air. I'm sure we'll get that word out. And then soon, we'll be doing a Marvel RPG miniseries, Support Your Local Cape. And I've got a couple other miniseries plans in my head. So I just want to say thank you, as always, to each and every one of you who amplify the signal, who take the time to watch what we're doing, whether it's here or it's later on YouTube. Of course, the beard and my Squatch dog, Casual Doug. I love you, buddy. See you in 2 weeks.